Strange lies, dead truth, secrets in the darkness. Strange lies, dead truth, mystery surrounds us. Life is stranger than we dare to hope. Life is stranger than we'll ever know.
Hiram Jackson was a lonely man. He lived alone in a small cabin isolated from modern civilization. His eyes showed a soul of a proud, accomplished individual, in his hands that of a man with a not-so-easy life. Hiram served in the cavalry for the Union Army, farmed, loved, laughed, and cried. His wife fell victim to the fever in her later years, and he had spent almost a decade alone in his cabin with only thoughts and memories to occupy his time. As much as he tried, he could not shake the painful memories. He often spent many sleepless nights pacing the floor and trying to force the thoughts and dreams out of his head. In the war, he was a well-respected hero. Now he was a fragile, aging recluse. Night after night, he lay awake with the sounds of gunfire ringing in his head. And each morning, he scraped together a meager meal. Every day had a certain monotony about it. As winter approached, he spent his days gathering wood to survive one more winter, a task which grew harder and harder each year. January 19th. Hiram finished his supper, added more wood to his fire, and settled in for another sleepless night. This would be a night that Hiram would never forget, a night where the brink of madness and logic collide. Pulling the covers up, he started to drift off to sleep when he was awoke by a loud rapping noise. Jumping out of bed, he dismissed it as another flashback from a war no one would forget and no soldier wanted to remember. As he closed his eyes, he heard more sharp knocks. Panic overcame his body. His house was isolated and was never visited by friends or strangers. He jumped out of bed and ran to the windows. There was no one in sight. Shaking it off, he made his way back to his bed and drifted off to sleep. The early morning sun rose and he started the mundane routine he always did, this time pausing to reflect on the night's events. Upon inspection of his home, there was no signs of footprints or anyone meddling outside his home during the night. Hiram went about his day. As the sun started to set, he made his meal, added wood to the fire, and settled in. His eyes grew tired. This time he grabbed his rifle and ran outside. Again, no one. Closing the door, he sat in his chair by his stove and waited. Hiram was tortured by the sounds of knocks, footsteps, and now voices. Hiram had seen his fair share of death and tragedy, leaving him a jaded, cynical man, not believing in the foolish stories of spirits or hauntings. He simply thought he was going mad. Night after night, bangs, thumps, and faint echoes of people talking. The poor aging man was in a personal hell, never sleeping, always bothered by unseen noises bringing him to the point of insanity. As he lay on the floor in tears, confused and exhausted, the door opened and a figure stood. Hiram, Hiram. At first he thought it was a dream or a vision brought on by lack of sleep. Hiram, can you hear me? Yes, I'm here, he cried. Suddenly the walls and the house had changed. Everything was older and falling apart around him, morphing into another time and place. Hiram, the voice called again. If you can hear me, knock 3 times. The year is now and the date is today. Hiram has been dead nearly a century, and his home is the popular jaunt for drunk teens and paranormal enthusiasts. But for Hiram, it's all he knows, existing in a world of confusion and nights of unrest. Someday we will all enter the spirit world, and the actions of those alive may make us cringe.
There were tears in the hours that were darkest, the hour that came just before dawn. But a smile lurks today where a tear used to stray, and the curtain